Big Boys Neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's parties when I do get invited. There's parting gifts. There's parties when I kind of sneak in. There's parting gifts. And I've been knowing you, Bilal, for many years. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to these parties anymore. I just want to come by your house. Hey, man, but for real, man, just the backstory. Okay. Like, I when I first met you, I don't know if my first introduction was with Will Smith. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How did you and Will Smith get together before anything else in any of the businesses that you have now?
So it's ironically in Philly, I worked at a radio station.
Go ahead now.
It was,
I knew you was comfortable on that mic.
Oh, listen, I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I
just
talk
add water, huh?
Yeah, I talk for mine. And I was known as the gift giver. So I was doing gifts on the radio. We took on about almost 30 years ago. Uh-huh. And at that time, of course, Will, we're stepping into the music industry. And we had what was it? WDAS. Mimi Brown had, a big hip hop show back then. So all the rappers would come down and I would be giving out gifts and so forth and so on. And so me and Will just got cool. He loved my energy. Yeah. I loved his energy. You know what I mean? And we just remained friends. And, as I started doing things in Philadelphia, I would move to start working with Kenny Gamble at Philly International Records. And I just said, you know what? Damn, like it's something bigger for me out here, right?
In LA?
Yeah,
or just period?
Just in the universe.
Right.
I was just in that vibe, like being in Philly, I felt like I was just like being in a can. Mm-hmm. And everybody used to say, man, you gotta move to LA, And my main man, Charlie Mack, was already out
the limo.
Here.
What up, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie was already out here. So it was just like, man. And he was like, bruh, come on. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna come out here. And I came out here. They were doing Wild Wild West.
The movie with Will Smith.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And Will was like, B, man, you come on, man. You got to move out here, man. What you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Come on, man. All this opportunity. And I was like, man, what you think, Will? He was like, man, look, you come, I got work for you.
I heard that.
You just come.
And you ain't never left, huh?
Listen, let me say something to you, man. Listen, you already know. I shared that funny story with you at your house.
Yeah, man. Where you were like, man, you thought you was gonna come out here and make $1 million from Will.
Hey, listen, I had time to tell that story real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I finally came out here, and of course, got with Will, and he was like, cool, man, I'm glad you out here, boom. He was like, what are you trying to do? So I kind of told him, he said, look, man, this is the move. You go ahead and be with me. You be my assistant. You be with me. You could shadow me. You could see the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could see everything close up and then make a calculated decision what you want to do. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, that sounds good. So he was like, listen, we're going to start in this movie. I think it was Bagger Vance. That was the next movie. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, me and Charlie, we driving home. I'm like, Charlie, I'm about to hurt him, baby. He was like, what do you mean you're about to hurt him? Man, I'm about to get on. I'm about to be paid, right? And I was
Charlie
like,
already knew, huh?
Yeah. He was like, oh, okay. Charlie trying to help everybody be supportive. Yeah, So, man, well, we sat down. So he was like, all right, so this is what you going to do. So I said, we ain't discussed one thing. He was like, that bread.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, B, what do you want? I was like, well, I ain't even going to hurt you, man. Maybe a half a M.
$500 million. I ain't gonna hurt you. Give me $500,000.
You see how you laughing?
Yeah.
That's how he was laughing.
Oh man! And $500,000 for what? Like how many years? Or you just thought like, man, let's just start this off, man. $500,000, man.
Hey man, I thought. See, once again, coming from Philly. And you see, hey, this guy's making this, and people driving. You don't have an accurate depiction of how things really go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to work through that. But I'm like, yo, that's my man, pots and pans. You know what I mean?
And you looking at, man, he making this per film.
Yeah. So I can cover off a little half a M. That ain't gonna hurt.
Right.
But this was the thing though. He spent that on me. Will spent over $1 million training me to be his assistant.
Wow.
Right. So that's what a lot of people
I would
don't
have just
know.
said, give me the $1 million, I won't be your assistant. No,
Right.
no.
And
he gave you $1 million worth of game, though.
Yeah, he definitely.
Man.
Definitely. That was anybody out there, two things. Number one, if you have somebody.
Gilly the Kid, Wallow. Hello.
Yeah. If you have somebody out there and they're doing their thing, get up under them. And in the realm of big entertainment.
And you taking it all in too, though, Bilal,
yeah,
right?
Listen, like
it's almost
sponge.
like you taking it in, but it's almost like a Karate Kid, like a Mr. Miyagi. You know how when you learn it, then you start to figure out, oh, okay, that's what this wax on, wax off meant. That's what getting into,
But even beyond that, Big, I found out how unprepared I was.
Right.
Right? Like, that's what I found out when Will was like, okay, I'll never forget we were filming Getting Jiggy, right? And he was like, B, you want to be in it? All right, cool. Boom, put me in the video. I'm dancing. Listen, I'm out of breath, everything. One take, I'm sweating, right? I'm like, yo, everybody clapping. Oh, Big Boy was killing it.
Yeah,
Big Boy was
man.
dancing his butt off, right? He
You're
said,
like, give
B,
me a medic.
yeah. He said, nah, we got about 30 more takes of that. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
That first take
You was
wasn't
like, I wish I
good.
didn't go as hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I would have known, I would have finger snapped on the first one. I got 30 of those.
One more funny one. The first day of filming The Legend of Bagger Vance, right? I'm thinking, okay, 8-10 hour day. Dude, I was there for almost 17 hours a day, right?
Yeah, man.
Working, right?
Yeah.
And tired. And I'm like, yo, we got to do this for 4 months. And and at the time I'm almost 400 pounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm teetering like 400, maybe 405. And then that's when
I love how you made it seem like that was a difference. My man said, maybe 400, 405. When I was over 500 pounds. I gained 20, 30 pounds. It was no thing.
Right. So, and that's when I learned that, okay, physically, I need to step it up.
Right.
Mentally, I need to step it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And intellectually, I need to step it up. And that's where I start to pull from Will. That's when things got very serious. You know what I mean?
And you worked with Will for about how long?
7 years.
7 years. So
Yes.
it's the tuition to the school of experience. You're enjoying yourself, but you're also being a sponge, soaking it in. And then you flip and you say, you know what? I want to do my own thing.
Yes.
And what was the own thing? What was the first own thing?
So the first own thing was I created a watch line called Abdul Salam Timepieces, and it was a diamond watch company. And so Will gave me the money to do that, and that did pretty well. I did a limited edition of diamond watches, and they had Arabic numbers on the inside. It was like something really deep and just meaningful to me. And we sold out of those. So that was a success.
I heard that.
Now Will's like, what's the next thing? Like it's always moving, keep moving, growing. So the next thing was, you know what? I'm going to get back into the product placement realm.
Yeah.
Right? And for people who don't know what that is, it's
talk to us about what product placement is.
So where I have a company now, it's called HAYB, product placement.
And what does that stand for?
HAYB.
Hello. Hey, Bilal. Go ahead now.
So basically what I do with that company is I do celebrity product placement. So brands give me a number of gifts and I give them to celebrities and influencers. So that's like my core business.
That's how I got that toster oven.
Absolutely.
Go ahead now.
That's how you got that big duffel
bag.
at your house. So for example, this year I just did Cedric the Entertainer Celebrity Golf Classic. I put together maybe about $350,000 worth of gifts for about 47 of his guests, celebrity guests that participated in the golf tournament to raise money for charity. Big shouts to Said Entertainer for believing in me, and I killed it for him. You know what I mean? November 7th, we have Anthony Anderson's golf classic. I'm doing the gifting for that, so we're about to murder that. We all ready to go. And as of yesterday, I got brought on, HAYB got brought on to help with the gifting for Will's new book. Yeah. Called Will. So I'm going to be involved with that. And I'm like, that's really a blessing that, he could call me and know I can deliver.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially on that scale.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you can deliver for Will Smith,
yes,
then, you can definitely deliver for Big Boy's Neighborhood. That was a hint. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was yesterday, and then one of the great reasons I'm here today is, here to announce that Big Boy has entrusted me
Yeah,
to do the gifting for all of his platforms.
Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I've gotten so many like gift bags and gift boxes from you, or you'll just lay stuff for me, and I'm like, damn. And we have a lot of guests that come to the neighborhood,
right.
And you'll hand them something, but you want to be known for, hey man, when I went to Big Boy's neighborhood, they gave me a such and such.
Right.
So when I started seeing you doing your thing, I was like, man, will Bilal even come on and F with us? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like Will Smith and Sad and all that, and you was like, no, Big, I got you.
Yeah.
And so even when you came down and you decked out our studio one time, I wanted to keep everything. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep everything, man.
Hey, can I tell that story real quick?
Which one?
Listen, when I came and decked out your office.
Yeah.
So really quick, so me and Big was talking about doing gifting, and I was like, man, listen, I gotta blow him away. He don't know how big I do it, right? And so I came in with a bag, and so I had 2 U-Hauls downstairs in the parking lot. Okay, so he said, where you want to set up? And I said, well, he said, come set up in this room. I said, well, it's really not enough room. He was like, man, how much stuff you have? So, Big's doing interviews. He said, well, just take my office, move everything out his office. By the time he came to his office, I made his office look like a store.
Yeah.
I had arcade machines coming up, ovens, jewelry,
it looked
clothing.
like I walked into somebody else's place.
Yes. So that's the level that I do the gifting on. It's like if somebody called me today, you know what I mean? Right now, I could have their whole house, curated with gifts.
Do you put Be Opulent, your jewelry line? Do you put that in gifting as well?
Yes. So the whole thing about the Be Opulent jewelry, we do gemstone jewelry, but we do it with a twist. So we do, we put diamonds, rose gold, black gold, white gold inside. We embellish the gemstones. So, and I don't sell to the public. I only sell to athletes, entertainers, because I want to share the story of gemstones with people. I want people to know the energy that is connected to the gemstones. That's very important, and that's how I build relationships, right? It's, wow, I can call B. I have something that we do for Be Opulent jewelry that we call We Are Family. So I come in, and if it's the mother, the father, and the kids, I make them all the same bracelets. We curate a family thing. So, I sell to all the NFL players. I sell to all the NBA players, a lot of the, entertainers, movie stars, and so forth and so on. And I build a great business from that. So now for 2020, the great thing is now to build partnerships from the vertical from the jewelry. So my first partnership will be with a company called Zenny Optical, and we're doing eyewear. So
you're a year late.
Yeah.
Because you said 2020. We about to be in 22.
Right. 2022, my bad, Big. And I'm thinking about 2020 vision, because that was my vision in life for 2020 to do a eyewear deal. I wanted to do an eyewear deal in 2020, but due to
the pandemic, COVID, quarantines,
So 2022 is...
I remember, dude, before we got in 2019, and everybody was kind of putting up the same thing, where I was like, man, 2020 vision, 2020 vision, hashtag. And then, man, we had no idea what we were running into. But are you seeing now with so-called the world opening up and we back outside, do you see more like you're gifting more parties and more events and more... Do you see that now that things are coming back? Because even with last year in 2020 when we were kind of shut down, what did that do for you as a business where a lot of the stuff is, hand to hand?
So I will say this. How I got through the pandemic, I never did cannabis before. Right? And I started studying the benefits of cannabis. And I said, you know what, B, I'd rather do cannabis than alcohol.
Right.
And I got with a cannabis company. And when I tell you, Big, I killed it.
No, I remember that. Because remember you brought some up here.
Yeah.
Like, I was rolling one day and with some of that in my car. I don't smoke. I was nervous as hell. Yeah. But one thing that you do, man, and I don't know how companies get in touch with, but you get their product to the right people.
Yes.
You get it to the right people, man, and you get it bountiful, plentiful. You know what I'm saying? And people trust what's coming from you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I know Bilal, I know, HAYB, but people trust what's coming from you. And that's why you'll get someone like Will Smith that could say, you know what, I got this big opportunity. Everybody's looking at this book that I'm bringing out. Even where he's doing like the Kodak did, it's huge.
Yeah, yes, huge.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to call you up, bro, then, you know.
Yeah,
I know every company got to be knocking down your door.
Yeah, it's a lot of companies, but I'm very selective as well in companies that I deal with. And you know, I'm very excited for partnerships too. Like I say, the partnership with Zenni Optical, they are one of the biggest in the world of selling eyewear online. And it's crazy. Listen, the glasses that I've curated for the collection are big. It's crazy. But once again, in typical fashion, I brought glasses for you and your whole neighborhood before the collection even come out.
Man, I'm glad you said that, because I really about to jump up and slap the shit out of you if you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, and can you show them what you working on? This is my first time seeing this as well.
Yes.
With the box. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's Big Boy's Neighborhood. And I know you're still working on it. You done showed me a lot of different boxes.
Yes.
But you brought something up today.
Yes.
That I didn't get a chance to really look at. So can I just look at it with the people today?
Yes. So this is where we are thus far.
Go ahead now. That's me on the logo right there.
Absolutely. And you see we got the HAYB.
Yes, sir.
And then on the side, we want to definitely thank our sponsors, Blackwater, Bel Air Athletics, and who else we got? We have Zenni,
Dave and Buster's, Hey Human.
And Parasuco, the sweatsuits that I gave.
Yeah, man, which I wore.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Dopest sweatsuits. We got Violets Los Angeles. And Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
So all those brands will be inside this box plus more. And I don't really want to show you the whole inside yet.
Yeah.
But you know.
But I know you're. Oh, stop it! Don't put it on the camera. Oh, that's dope. Hey man, your boxes are above and beyond. Remember I told you we did my daughter's birthday and we ordered some boxes from like Amazon? I was like, damn, I wish I would have had the wherewithal to call Bilal.
Yes.
But Bilal, man, I'm going to tell you, man, you do great work. I can't wait till we, even push even further with what we got our collabs on, man. And I can't wait to gift out our boxes for the people that come to the neighborhood as well, bro.
No, thank you. In closing, I just want to let you know that it's an honor for you to even give me this opportunity and trust me with your gifting. And for anybody out there, listen, two things I'm looking for Big Boy to put inside these boxes. Number one are the best plant-based products out there, right? That's a key component that I want to put into your box,
yes, sir.
Big Boy. Of course, we're going to do electronics, headphones, watches, all the good stuff, clothing, but I want to make sure that we put plant-based products and health and beauty products inside this box. I want
love it
to be a vocal
Let's
point.
not turn down any of the Frito-Lay stuff or anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love where we going, but let's not sleep on some of this stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
But no, Bilal, I appreciate you, my brother.
My brother, I thank you for having me, and let's get it going.
And for everybody out there, man, all the product companies too, get in touch with Bilal. Is there a way? Is there a way to get in touch with Bilal?
Yeah. So
I don't know if we want to have to publicly get in touch with Bilal.
You know what? Hey, man, listen, I'm just gonna put my real number out here because guess what, Big? I don't even own a business card. Right?
Really?
Because my companies get in touch with me. It's crazy because when you're doing the work, right now you're not outgoing.
Is there
calls.
an Instagram or a social that they can contact?
Yeah. So
all right, let's go with that.
My Instagram is BOPULENT, Beopulent, at Beopulent, at BOPULENT.
All right, we'll leave it there.
Hit me there.
We'll leave it there. Believe that, man. Sergio Tacchini, everybody. Nike, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Sergio Tacchini because they're getting at me. Let's get it. Kenya, let's get it. Put it together. But no, I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Bilal up in the neighborhood. Y'all stick around Big Boy's Neighborhood.